In the bustling hallways of Ridgeway High, a place that was meant to foster learning and companionship, there lay an undercurrent of betrayal that only I could feel. My name is Sophie, a sophomore with a penchant for reading and daydreaming, the kind of girl who wore integrity like a shield. Little did I know, this integrity would be shattered by those I clung to as friends. It began innocently enough, subtle mocking of my clothes, jesting at my choice of books, a slight edge in their tone when speaking to me. At first, I brushed it off, convincing myself that it was friendly banter. But as the weeks unfolded, the atmosphere grew colder, as if I was surrounded by an arctic wind only I could feel. Outwardly, my so-called friends, Jessica, Katie, and Ryan, seemed to be the epitome of the perfect friendship group. Jessica, with her auburn hair and infectious laughter, was the leader. Katie, always the pragmatist, something of a sage amongst our youthful wisdom, had a way of saying things that sounded supportive but cut deep. Ryan, the jokester, his smile rarely faded, masking the disappointment he sowed in me regularly. We would gather at the corner of the library during breaks, our fortress of solitude. It used to be a haven, but that year, it turned into a place where I felt small and unwelcome. They laughed together, shared secrets I was no longer part of. My exclusion was the jarring silence among their incessant chatter. One afternoon, when the autumn sun hung low and the fiery leaves crunched beneath our feet, I arrived at our spot only to find whispers were exchanged as I approached. Briefly, their words became audible. "She's so boring. Have you seen her? Always daydreaming, as if she's above us." I stopped short, the sting of their betrayal settling over me. This crescendo built over time. They started avoiding me in the cafeteria, their chairs turning slightly away from mine, as if even their conversation had no room for me. Homework assistance requests from me were met with a dismissive air and forgotten promises to help, steeping me in a frustration that felt unending. In gym class, my last sanctuary crumbled when I overheard Jessica and Katie lobbying for my exclusion from a team they had formed in practice for the school's basketball league. That was the moment it dawned on me that these people were not my friends, but strangers bound to camaraderie by geographical location and scheming convenience. The final straw came during a weekend study session. It was meant to be routine, a collaborative effort to dissect complex theorems our math teacher had unleashed upon us. I arrived to find they had switched the location and neglected to inform me. Furious and humiliated, I confronted them the following Monday. Jessica's dismissive shrug and Katie's indifferent gaze only further enraged me. Ryan, as if relishing in his role, said, "We didn't think you'd be interested. We figured you'd just daydream your way out of it." It was then I realized that their companionship was never nurtured on mutual respect or kindness. I found a strength I didn't know I had, turned away from them, and vowed to never return to that faux friendship.